irrelevance decades ago. Nobody goes to see plays anymore, and nobody can afford to take chances on new playwrights, unless you're adapting something that's already famous, or something that can get covered by a grant. And we're completely dependent on grants now. I mean, okay, fine, freedom of speech, but how much worse would censorship be? Right now, we actually have roomfuls of artists getting together of their own free will and saying, okay, what do we need to say in order to get a grant? And the answer is anything, you know, secular or multicultural. And I mean multicultural in the most shallow, cynical way possible. You know, I mean, if it's an African play, then everyone has to be dancing and drumming. If it's a Chinese play, then everyone has to talk like a fucking retarded person and bow to each other. And I mean, this isn't just my stupid little plays I'm talking about. We're losing a whole generation of writers this way. You know, nobody cares about art anymore. It's about the whole myth of the playwright. Anyone can tell you that Tennessee Williams was gay, but they can't quote a line from one of his fucking plays. And that is all I have to say about that.
So what, did you think they were going to make you the next George S. Kaufman or something?
See, I've always loved those big, juicy wits of yours.
Well, see, I think you just need to take a break, you know, relax. Write something for yourself, for pleasure.
But I don't know how to write for pleasure. I mean, I can't just do the whole Emily Dickinson thing. The whole appeal of writing for me is to find some way of, you know, communicating with people.
Look, I really think you just need to take a break. Take a load off. I'll get you a drink.
An empowered woman like you waiting on me? No decent, emasculated liberal could allow such a thing.
Okay, I want to get you a drink, and I also happen to like cooking and cleaning. And I like going to school, and I like having a job. Is that a problem?
So you want to have your cake and bake it too?
That's funny. How late did you stay up working on that one?
About 3 in the morning.
I wondered what you were doing. Why can't you just have affairs like normal men?
You know, perhaps I am having an affair with the English language.
Okay, that is the single least erotic thing you have ever said to me.
Yeah, I find that very hard to believe. What the hell happened to my drink?
How the hell can I know?
Christ, Perry, you gotta sneak up on me like that?
How do you want me to sneak up on you, Penner? Like a faggot? Because I'm not a faggot, Penner. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a faggot?
Christ.
Call up his ass.
He's just upset about his script.
I've been getting nothing but rejections for the past 5 months.
What's the matter? Your script sucks?
No, the script doesn't suck, Perry. There's a number of factors that come into play when you're submitting to this.
Must be fucking something up then. Or not fucking enough. This is one of those things you can get ahead by fucking the right people?
Yeah, no, this isn't Hollywood, Perry. I'm afraid that wouldn't get me anywhere.
Afraid of what? Saying stick it in someone if it got you a show?
Harry.
Well,
Perry!
I'd have to think about it as all. Is she hot?
Who says it's a she?
Yeah, I'm not that desperate.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, can we talk about something other than your rampant homophobia?
I am just trying to help out my baby brother is all. What are you looking at?
It's the Dramatist source book.
What?
It's a listing of... Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, it's a listing of all the different theaters that you can submit to.
Let me see it. Holy shit. You submit to all of these?
Perry, there's over 900 listings.
Let him know.
You have any idea how much it costs to mail just one of these submission packets?
Let him know.
Yes, that's a no.
What about all these with all the stars by them?
Yeah, well, let me see. Those only accept submissions from the differently able.
The what?
He means the handicapped.
You mean people who like drool on themselves and roll around in wheelchairs and shit?
Do you prefer if I call them crips?
At least then I know what you were talking about. Okay, what about these?
From alternative sexualities. Queers, Jerry. You would call them queers.
Okay. How about these?
From women.
Would it help if we called them baby dispensers?
You better cock puppets, huh?
Okay, what about these?
From minorities.
Well, you're a China baby, aren't you?
Half Chinese.
Well,
and
why
yes.
don't you get it?
Chinese isn't in right now culturally. They're mostly looking for African Americans and Hispanics. No, I'm not going to translate that for you.
What, niggers and beaners?
Okay, that is not cool by me.
Why not? I thought Chris Rock was one of your favorite comedians.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just saying.
Okay, first of all, Chris Rock is a black comedian, so he's allowed to say the N-word.
So what are you allowed to say, honky and chink?
Stop doing that! There's no reason to use any of those words at all, except honky. Nobody cares if you say honky.
I care!
Shut up!
Well, look, what's the difference? You're both colored.
Please don't use that term. It makes it sound like a segregationist from the 1950s. The proper term is people of color.
People of color.
Yes.
Colored people.
No!
Why do you care so much?
Because, Harry, I'm a writer, and I understand that words, words hurt people.
Oh, don't give me that I'm a writer crap, okay? You're always the one that's telling us that words have no objective meaning and they're all just abstract symbols, and that dictating language is the beginning of fascism.
I said that?
In 200 years, no one will care what words he uses.
Yeah, fine. In 200 years, he can start using those words. Right now, that kind of shit gets you beat down.
Why? Because blacks are so violent?
Well, that's true, they are.
You're so done with this conversation.
Why? Because you're uncomfortable?
I notice you're not using the word in question.
I'm not afraid of it. Nigger.
Would you please stop?
Why?
Because it's racist.
I'm not racist.
Of course you're racist. You're white. All white people are racist.
Oh, bullshit! I am not racist, and I am sick and tired of everybody saying that I am.
Yeah, but you...
What? What could you possibly be about to say? Oh, let me guess. I say I'm not racist, but I secretly must be because everybody's racist, and anybody who doesn't admit it is just in denial? Well, I am not racist. Okay, I am proud to be white, and I don't hate black people, and I won't wear sackcloth and ashes because of actions undertaken by people who weren't even my ancestors. And you? What about you?
Me?
You're half white. Does that mean half of you hates black people? What absurd extreme are you prepared to take this to? I mean, you are so terrified of being called a racist. You're so terrified of being called a racist that you can't, you know what, one day, and this is my prophecy for you, so I hope you're paying attention, one day you're going to outgrow all these little diplomatic personalities and stop changing your opinions to match those of everyone around you, and find a little integrity and actually tell people when you think they're full of shit. And I hope that day doesn't come too late for you.
Are you finished?
No. No, I'm not finished. You have been lecturing me about this idiotic play of yours for months now, and so it's your turn to listen to me. You say you're a writer, but you're terrified of words. One word. It's destroyed careers. It's taken lives. One word. 2 syllables. 6 letters. Nigger. 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 You know what? Be a real writer. Take your pen in your hand and stop cowering before it.
Yeah, well, actually, I use a laptop.
I know. I was being rhetorical.
Yeah, well, I was thinking you were being more like...
A bitch.
Can I grab some whiteboard?